Before we start the video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Ryan McDonough, Nero Diamond, Blue Cat, and Bulldog DX. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here once again, and this time we're taking a look at the new leaked main box, Witch's Sorcery, and we're going to be talking about what the best cards in this set are. Now, this is more or less in a reaction to the new box because I haven't had a chance to actually analyze all the cards. I've seen most of them, I know what a lot of them do, but I don't know all the combos. So let me know in the comments below if you guys know any real nice cards and combos with this new box. So far it looks like it's bringing us maybe 3 or 4 new big archetypes that look like they're gonna be kind of crazy. First things first, I mean, it is the reason why we've been given this Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Now, a while back, this card was shown off, and everybody was like, oh, we're getting Yugi, and he's gonna have Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. But that didn't happen, and they decided, you know what, we're gonna put this in a main box. And you know what, fair enough. I guess Konami's gotta make their money somehow. So, Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, let's go ahead and talk about her first. The only downside is you gotta run Dark Magician, so they better give us some good Dark Magician Girl support cards, like some of the new Dark Magician support, that if you play Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl certain ways, you could do a lot of crazy things, because otherwise you're not really justified in running Dark Magician Girl, because all you would need is Dark Magician Girl and a Dragon Monster to fuse, or just use Eye of Timaeus, which you're already running in Dark Magician decks, to fuse into her. Now, the thing is, she can be brought out with that, or with Eye of Timaeus, and once per turn, quick effect, meaning during either player's turn, which is kind of crazy, you can send one card from your hand to the grave, then target one face-up card on the field and destroy that target. Now, that's kind of crazy. That means the only way your opponent can counter this is by either being untargetable, or if they just play completely defensive, in which case you know you're going to win if they're playing in defense. So, Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, being able to destroy once per turn during either player's turn because of the quick effect, that is kind of insane. I mean, she is really good. Like I said, the only downside is you gotta run Dark Magician Girl, and there's support for her, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. So let's go and take a look at the other cards in this box. Now, aside from getting Dark Magician Girl as I believe maybe a standalone kind of boss monster, we're also getting new synchro archetypes, new fusion archetypes, which, I mean, oh my goodness, this is a blast from the Arc 5 era, and some new crazy stuff, and a previous card that I'm very familiar with. So let's take a look at all these cards. We got Battle Wasp, Hama the Conquering Bow. Now, I read this card, it looks kind of crazy. I'm wondering what other synchro monsters it can use as a material, because this card says, if this card was synchro summoned using a synchro monster as a material, it can make a second attack during each battle phase, which is kind of crazy because it's a 2800 beater. Also, because its ability, if it has a second attack, this second attack is going to do some massive damage. So let me go ahead and show you guys why that is. It says you can only use each of the following effects of this guy once per turn. Effect number 1 says, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack and defense. That's a permanent debuff to all of their face-up monsters, which is pretty crazy. So not bad. Free debuff, doesn't target, just messes up all of them up. That's effect number 1. And then it says, at the end of the battle phase, if your opponent has not taken any battle damage this phase, you can inflict the 300 damage to your opponent for each Battle Wasp monster in their grave, or in your grave, I mean. So that's just extra. I mean, the burn effect, not really necessary, but I think it's pretty okay. If it was an effect that actually triggered effect number 1, for example, like you have when this card inflicts battle damage, if it was all damage, just damage to your opponent, that would make effect number 2 insane. That would mean that when you burn them, it would actually weaken their monsters, which would make the deck kind of crazy, but nah. So I think this guy would be pretty cool if you do ladder synchro into him. So I'm wondering what materials they're going to be using, because one thing I do know about Battle Wasp is they kind of want you to synchro into insects only. So I don't know, the insect synchros are kind of limited in Duel Links from what I'm aware of. So let's keep a lookout for all these other cards. We got High Priestess of Prophecy. I know very much about this card. She is one of my old Nemesis, because one of my friends used to play Prophecy all the time. He would summon High Priestess, and it would be GG for me. I would never be able to defeat her. She's just too OP, dude. She's really, really strong. Now, this is back in the day when I was using my Chaos Dragons against them. It was about a 50-50 win rate, but Prophecy were kind of insane. Now, it does say High Priestess of Prophecy. She's a 2500 beater monster. She's spellcaster. You can reveal 3 Spellbook spell cards in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can banish a Spellbook spell from your hand or grave, and then target 1 card on the field and destroy that target. Now that's just a really, really like solid boss monster. She can special summon herself easily, and she can destroy 1 card per turn. It's just such a good ability to have, because I don't know, she's destroyed me before, dude. This card is kind of insane. Also because of another card that's in here we're gonna take a look at right now called Spellbook of Wisdom. Spellbook of Wisdom paired with her, just too busted, dude. It says target 1 spellcaster monster on the field. Quick play, by the way. Then activate one of these effects. That face-up monster is unaffected by other spell effects this turn, or that face-up monster is unaffected by trap effects this turn. Now that's why High Priestess is so dangerous, because she's able to destroy you. Then you try to mess her up, and they hit you with the Spellbook of Wisdom, which is a spellbook card. So it's just like, come on, dude. She's unkillable at this point. And the only way you can take her out is with monster effects. So, or at least you can take her out with more things. But that Spellbook of Wisdom is a really good card. And you can special summon her through other means using High Temperance, I think. Temperance of Prophecy, and a few others that I know we got through an event or something. So we got the support, and then yeah, we're gonna get a whole bunch of more spellbook stuff. So pretty cool. Now here's the other ones that are looking pretty interesting. We got Witchcrafter monsters, which I am not too familiar with, but they are looking pretty spicy. So these are just the URs we're looking at right now, and they're supposed to be spicy. They're supposed to be strong. So you got Witchcrafter Shmeta. So she is a level 4 fire monster. It says during the main phase, quick effect, by the way, meaning your turn or your opponent's turn. You contribute this card, then discard 1 spell, special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your deck except herself. Dude, that is a busted ability. That is so strong to be able to just summon any Witchcrafter from the deck. Why do I say that? Because I mean, the one next to her is also looking pretty spicy. So yeah, you can basically summon, tribute her away at any point on your opponent's turn. If it's main phase, they're trying to destroy her with anything, or they try to do something. As long as it's not like battle phase already, you can literally tribute her away. Summon a big whammon over here, Witchcrafter Madame Vere. So here's the thing that she also does, by the way. I mean, we're not done with her effect. She also has a grave effect, but it also says you can banish this card from the graveyard and send 1 Witchcrafter card from your deck to the grave except herself. And you can only use each effect of Shmeta once per turn, and that is kind of crazy, dude. This card is a definite like ignition card for the deck. This will start everything, and it looks really, really good. No wonder it's a UR, dude. And now we're gonna go right into the next, probably the boss monster for the deck that at least from what I'm aware of. We got Witchcrafter Madame Vere. This card is a spellcaster level 8. I mean, there's already synergy with Prophecy because it's a spellcaster monster. So if you want to run Spellbook of Wisdom, dude, it's so much free protection. It's such a good card. It says, this card says, it's a level 8. You can easily special summon it with her. So, cool. When you have Witchcrafter Madame Vere on the field, during damage calculation, which is kind of busted, if your spellcaster monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect. Literally quick effect. So, yeah. You can reveal any number of spells with different names in your hand, and if you do, your battling monster gains 1000 attack and defense for each card revealed until the end of this turn. Now that's another thing when you would see that this boss monster has 1000 attack and 2800 defense. You'd be thinking, wow, what a trash boss monster. She's not very strong at all. But that's for that reason, dude. You can basically reveal 2 or 3 spells in your hand, and now she is a 3000 or 4000 beater. And oh my goodness, it's kind of and it's damage calc, dude. Damage calc is like the ultimate, like, battle phase shenanigans. Like, that means they've already committed to the attack. They're already battling. They're in the final step where it's calculating the damage. So they've already gone and done their boosts. Then after they've done that, you just boost them all up. And I think that's pretty fancy. Now the only thing is, I want to know on the like an actual ruling for it and see if it, like, the monster doesn't die first, hopefully. But yeah, I'm hoping like once it's damage calc, you can boost her and then it will still work. I mean, it should, but you never know when the rulings change and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, definitely. So yeah, she's looking pretty spicy. So she gets a huge boost, and that's awesome. She also continues to say, until the end of the turn, quick effect, another quick effect by the way, you can discard one spell, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. Each effect, by the way, so... Ooh, she's looking spicy, dude. You got this boss monster who, if your opponent is trying to play monster effects, her quick effect basically says, no, all your monster effects completely negated this turn. And then when you're battling, she just reveals another spell. Oh, guess what? She is now 1,000 or 2,000 points stronger. She's kind of crazy. I don't know. I gotta say, the only thing is your opponent does need to have a hand. So if they lose out on their hand advantage, then it might be a little bit sketchy then. But I don't know. So moving on, we got Predaplant Chimeraphlasia over here. Now, Predaplants are some straight up, like, what's his name? Yudi from Arc 5, I think. The fusion guy over there, dude. So this is one of the I guess antagonists technically from that anime. He was using straight up Predaplants. And let's go ahead and read this card and its effects and whatever. It says one Predaplant monster and a dark monster. It's so easy to make, dude. So let's continue to say, let's continue to read. Once per turn, you can target one monster on the field with a level less than or equal to this card. So no exceeds, but which is cool because we don't have those yet. Banish it. So, alright, if you have a level 6 or lower, banish it, dude. Pretty cool. And then when an attack is declared involving this card and opponent's face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Until the end of this turn, that opponent's monster loses 1,000 attack, and if it does, this card gains 1,000 attack. You gotta be kidding me, dude. So this thing is just gonna destroy anything by battle. Once per turn, during your next standby phase after this card was sent to the grave, you can add one polymerization spell card or fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Dude, look at that. As soon as it dies, it just adds a poly to your hand. So you're probably gonna be making another one. That's kind of good, dude. I don't know, I gotta say. So this card looks pretty strong as well, dude. The power creep is real. These cards are getting strong. The meta is gonna be affected. And now we're looking at the next card called Evil Eye of Selene. So this card is kind of hinting towards an Evil Eye archetype that is also looking like it's going to be in this box. So I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a lot of support in this box. A lot of crazy stuff. Equipped only to an Evil Eye monster, it cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So right off the bat, Evil Eyes, if they have this, they're going to be dangerous. So yeah, this card is going to be kind of crazy. So cool. What else does it say? Each time you activate the equipped monster's effect or activate another Evil Eye spell and trap card, the equipped monster gains 500 attack, and if it does, you lose 500 life points. The attack remains even if this card leaves the field. So whew, what a card, dude. What a card. I mean, it looks like the only problem Evil Eyes might have is that they might self-burn a little bit too hard, but I'm not sure about that. If this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points, then banish one Evil Eye spell or trap from your graveyard, except this card, and set this card in your back row, basically. So, and you can only use the effect of this card once per turn, but that's kind of crazy, dude, if you really think about it. So this card basically goes to the grave. You can pay 1,000 life points, put it right back on the field, equip it to another Evil Eye monster, and it's now untargetable, indestructible, literally. And it's kind of crazy, and it's gonna get attack boosts and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like I said, it does look like they're gonna be able to like lose a lot of life points. So I don't know if they might need some kind of life point boost skill. But yeah, dude, Evil Eye of Selene looking like a real spicy card for Evil Eyes, and I don't even know much about Evil Eyes as an archetype. Let me know in the comments below if you do. And then yeah, that was all the URs that we saw in this main box. As you can see, they look really strong. A lot of cards just kind of like flip the meta on its head. So I don't know which one of these is going to be the superior deck. I really don't. But I think Spellbook of Wisdom is definitely going to affect some things. That's only the URs though. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SRs, and that'll probably wrap it up for today. We don't have too much time, but these are leaked, so I don't know. Some stuff can also change it. You never know. But we got some Speedroids. So, dude, on top of everything we got what, Battle Wasps. We got Prophecy, which are getting the rest of their support. We're getting Witchcrafters. We're getting Predaplants. We're getting Evil Eyes. And we're also getting Speedroids. On top of that, we're not even done, dude. We're also getting Altergeist, which is insane. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be kind of insane. Let's keep reading. High Speedroid Kendama over here, which I think it's another Arc 5 characters thing, I believe. I'm not sure if it's YuGiOh's thing, but yeah, I know the Japanese name. That's all I know. I never watched the dub. But let's see. Wind level 6, 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner. Cool, it's generic. If this card attacks a defense magician monster, inflict piercing to your opponent. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. Cool. You can banish 1 machine monster from your grave. Oh man. Okay, I'm getting machine vibes. Banish a machine monster from the grave. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Alright. If this card is in your graveyard, you control no cards. You can special summon this card. And you cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this effect. Dude, this thing could just come back from the grave if you have an empty field. That is kind of crazy. Wait, can you have back row? And you control no card. Literally no cards. So you can't have back row. You can't have a field spell. It is kind of crazy. So this card is looking pretty spicy as well. It looks like a really good generic, like, level 6 monster. You don't even need to run machines in your deck, to be honest. If you're playing level 6s, like level 6 synchro spam or whatever, you can run this guy just for the piercing, and then when he hits the grave, potentially come back as a free boss monster once again. I don't know, dude. This guy looks pretty good for an SR, I gotta say. Moving on, we got Altergeist Marionetter. When this card is normal summon, you can set an Altergeist trap directly from your deck to your spell and trap card zone, which, I mean, is kind of crazy. Okay, I don't know much about Altergeist and their spell and trap, but trust me, I've heard a lot about them, dude. They sound kind of annoying. So yeah, you can target 1 Altergeist card you control and 1 Altergeist monster in your graveyard. Send that card on the field to the grave, and if you do special summon the other monster from your grave, you can only. Oh my goodness, dude. So it's like, okay, I'll trade the one on my field for the one in the grave. Alright, that's kind of spicy as well. So it gets you a free trap card. It gets you a monster back. Wait, can it target itself though? Hold on, you can target 1 Altergeist card. Yeah, it's an Altergeist card, dude. You can literally target the trap card. I don't even know if it's got to be face down. Hold on. Altergeist card you control. Yeah, it says you control, so it has to be face up. So it's got to be a continuous or maybe a field spell or a equip spell. Some kind of face-up spell or trap. So if you get rid of it, you can bring back an Altergeist big boss monster, which is kind of insane, dude. Marionetter. Oh, man. Looking pretty interesting. I want to see the rest of the support, though. We keep going with Ipira over here, which is one of the most basic looking cards, but trust me, this card is going to get abused in some ways. This card says, if this card is summoned, draw 1 card. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. Now, it's looking pretty basic, to be honest, but I can see somebody doing something where they like just summon this guy every turn. I am almost going to guarantee someone's going to do that. It's going to be probably a once per turn thing, because I mean, they were smart enough to limit this card to be only a once per turn. But yeah, dude, it looks pretty basic. Not bad. And then the next one we got Medusa, Watcher of the Evil Eye. So it looks like we finally have probably the best monster for Evil Eyes. Is she going to be like the Alistair of the deck? Let's see. When this card is normal summoned, yeah, she is. You can target 1 Evil Eye card in your grave except Medusa, Watcher of the Evil Eye. Add it to your hand. Alright, cool. If this card is equipped with an Evil Eye of Selene, quick effect, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's grave, banish it. Not bad. Wait, is it monster only? Oh, it's only a monster? I wanted to banish Neil's Fusion. Alright, so cool. And you can only use the effect of her once per turn. Oh, gotcha. Once per turn during the next standby phase, after the effect was activated, banish 1 card in your grave. I mean, if there's a benefit to banishing your monsters, your Evil Eyes, then, or maybe even the Evil Eye spells and traps, then maybe that could be really, really good. But otherwise, I see it as a kind of minus. I mean, sure, you get to banish one of your opponent's monsters, which is somewhat decent, I guess. I mean, maybe they might have something, but I don't know. She looks kind of interesting. cool. I guess we're gonna have to keep moving on and we'll see if all the puzzle pieces line up later. Now we have what is it? Primitive Butterfly? Nani? Level 5, by the way. So if you control no monsters, special summon this card from your hand. Literally a Cyber Dragon, but with half the stats. So once per turn, you can increase the levels of all insect monsters controlled by 1. Okay, I guess for yeah, synchro bugs are looking like a thing. Okay, I see ya. And then we have more Witchcrafters, dude. This is Pittore. Pittore over here, level 3 spellcaster. During the main phase, quick effect. Dude, they're all quick effects. It's kind of crazy. You contribute this card, then discard 1 spell. Oh, man. Special summon 1 Witchcrafter monster from your deck. Oh, my goodness. Another one? Except herself. Okay. You can banish this card from the grave, draw 1 card, then send 1 Witchcrafter card from your hand to the grave. Okay. Or if you have none, banish your entire hand. Wow. Holy crap. You can only use the effect, each effect of her once per turn. Dude, these Witchcrafters are looking spicy, dude. Any card with like super quick effects, they're just good. They're automatically good. Unless the quick effect is like you just like keep hurting yourself or something, but they're looking pretty good. Now let's keep moving and seeing what the other cards are. We got Evil Eye Domain, Pareidolia. Pareidolia, there you go. A field spell. Oh, it's an evil eye field spell. Looking interesting. When this card is activated, you can add 1 evil eye monster from your deck to your hand. That's already pretty good. Literally, activate it, add a card. That's really, really nice, actually. Once per turn during the damage calc, if your evil eye monster is attacked while Evil Eye of Selene is in your spell and trap zone. Okay. You can make the battle damage you take from this battle also inflicted to your opponent. Is that how you English? Is that you can take from this battle also inflicted to your opponent, I guess, yeah. If this card on the field zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can target 1 Evil Eye monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay. Dude, these cards looking pretty spicy, I gotta say. And it's a once per turn. They're looking pretty good, I just gotta say. And then we got Predaplant, so Predaplant support. Special summon 1 Predaplant monster from your hand, then add 1 Predap. 1 Predap. So basically any Predapa card from your deck to your hand, except this card. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck, except fusion monsters. Okay, I see. You can only activate this card once per turn. So this card on activation, it lets you search a Predaplant card. So that's awesome. It doesn't even have to be a Predaplant. It could be any Preda card. So, alright, looking pretty interesting. And the last card is Chain Hole. So, usually in the main boxes and stuff, we do get a generic, like, or main box, mini boxes. We do get a generic, like, trap or something. So, let's see what this is. A normal trap card, Chain Hole. It's a hole card, so you know this is going to work with, trap tricks possibly. When your opponent activates a monster effect in response to a card or effect activation, interesting. Oh, you know that's gonna happen with all the Witchcrafters. Oh, you know that is. They're gonna try to like pop out, like tag out when you're gonna try to destroy them and stuff. So yeah, when they activate their effect, you can banish. Whoa. In response to a card, negate the opponent's effect. Then your opponent can banish 1 card from their hand or deck with the same original name as the negated card. Okay, they can, but they don't have to. If they did not, you can banish 1 random card from their hand. Wow, it punishes them. It's basically like, okay, I negated your Shmieta over here. You're gonna have to banish 1 from the deck or hand, or I'm gonna be banishing a card from your hand, so you might as well get the card out of your deck, dude. I don't know, dude. Chain Hole looking pretty spicy, but I mean, the condition looks like it might only work against the new meta stuff, this new box. So maybe against old stuff, this is probably not going to work, but I definitely see this thing being kind of used for a while. And that is pretty much all the SRs and URs. I can't go over all the cards because I absolutely do not have the time, but we do have a lot of really interesting looking cards. We got Evil Eye cards. We got a lot of stuff, dude. So much stuff. We got World of Prophecy in here, dude. I don't think anybody really plays him, though, but you never know in Duel Links, dude. Could be a completely different atmosphere. But at least you're getting Trent the Tree Trunk, so that's pretty cool. But whatever, dude. that's pretty much it for today's box analysis and whatever. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the best deck from this box. There's a lot of really, really strong things that look like they might take over the game. I wouldn't be surprised if like 3 or 4 of these decks just go to the top and become like tier 2, tier 1 maybe, and they just stay there for a while because this box is looking pretty spicy. But whatever, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I think that's pretty much it. I'm literally gonna go to bed, dude. Whatever. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.